Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. Now guys, today we're going to be tackling a topic which I've skirted around, I've kind of mentioned, I've answered some questions from you guys, but I just thought let's just get into a video, let's talk about it, let's nail it, and let's answer all the questions that you guys ask. Now this definitely has to be in the top 5 questions that I get asked on this channel, and trust me, I get asked hundreds, and that is cannabis oil. Does it have a place, CBD, whatever you want to call it? Does it have a place in skincare? What are the benefits? And am I overpaying if I'm buying products that contain this ingredient? Now, I'll go through all the science of it. I'll go through all of the ways in which it can work and benefit, the pros, the cons, and at the end, we'll see if there's any recommendations I actually want to make in terms of products that you should use. So first of all, CBD oil, cannabis oil, whatever you want to call it. Well, for start, that's a bit of a misleading term because they actually take cannabidiol, which is the core ingredient of CBD oil. They extract that from the hemp and they then process it into a powder. They then mix it and cut it with, say, olive oil is quite traditional, or maybe hemp seed oil, or another oil to then turn it into what you class as CBD or cannabis oil. Now, before you get into there, I'm not going to get into the politics of whether cannabis should be legal, illegal, recreational, non-recreational. That's not what this is about, because actually the THCs, the chemicals which give that intoxicating effect from cannabis, are removed as part of this process. So if you put CBD oil on your skin, whether it's part of the pure oil or whether it's part of a skincare routine, you are going to get no psychedelic, drug infused, you're going to get no intoxicating effects from it. Just doesn't happen. All those elements that have been removed from it. So it is just another antioxidant oil when it comes down to it. Now, this exploded onto the market about 2 years ago, around the time of the legalization of marijuana in places like some states in the US and some countries here in the European Union. And so everyone got on that bandwagon and people went mad for it. And then they thought, well, as part of this, the CBD oil, there's certain studies that have shown it can be beneficial for treatment of things like epilepsy in children and some neurological diseases and disorders. Then it became moved on from that, became part of the skincare routine, and we started having cleansers, we've got moisturizers, we've got serums, we've got pure oils, all on there, and all of them command quite a high price point. And so I think this is where we need to get to the bottom of this, because if you're paying that amount of money, there's no margin for error. If you're paying £40 for a day cream, you want to make sure that the adding ingredients making it £40 is actually going to be adding any value. And that's where I think the science becomes a little bit grey. So let's talk about the things it claims to treat. So first of all, people say CBD oil within skincare is fantastic for acne. Fantastic for acne sufferers, breakout prone skin and acneic skin. Well, there are studies out there that have shown that it does have, as an oil, has an impact on inflammation. Now, most acnes, not all by any stretch, are inflammatory in nature. So you get the redness, the inflammation, the swelling. And some studies have shown CBD oil as part of a skincare routine can lessen the irritation and soothe the skin, as well as reduce some of the inflammation. So there is some scientific studies out there which can support that. However, they are few and far between, and I believe, as do a number of other people, that you need far more studies to demonstrate this before we can categorically say it has an impact on inflammation within the skin. It is an antioxidant oil, so as an oil it is non-comedogenic, so you certainly don't have to worry about this oil clogging your skin, so that is a positive for acne sufferers. It's an antioxidant, so it's going to help protect the skin from further environmental pollutions and free radicals. So that's good, because when your skin's trying to fight acne and trying to repair itself, you don't want to be allowing other pollutants to hit the skin and then they have to fight off those as well. So it's got some marginal benefits for that. Do I think it is an essential ingredient in an acne skincare routine? Absolutely not. I think a lot of the formulations are quite cheaply manufactured, so you're not getting the full benefits, and this is what you need to look out for if you are going to buy cannabis oil. You need to look on the ingredients list, and it has to say cannabidiol. That is the chemical term and the proper correct name for the ingredient. If it hasn't got that in, if it's got something like purified hemp oil or anything like that, it's fake. It's a form of it's not the real thing. So when people talk about CBD oil and cannabis oil, they're talking about cannabidiols, which are the things which are scientifically proven in some studies to have these benefits. So if it doesn't say that, you're wasting your money. So really check those ingredients lists really carefully. The higher up it is on the ingredient list, the more potent it is, and the more by weight, the bigger concentration that product is by that ingredient is by weight in that product. So look for cannabidiol and make sure it's high up on the ingredients list. I don't think there's enough studies there to show the beneficial nature of CBD oil on acneic skin. Like I said, there's some anti-inflammatory properties there potentially. It's an antioxidant, that's beyond dispute. It comes from a plant, it's packed full of antioxidants. So that's one positive from this. Also, some studies have shown that it can help regulate the flow of sebum. So instead of getting clogged in the pores and sitting within the pores, it can help that sebum to flow, to keep moving. So again, might have a marginal impact on the buildup of bacteria. Again, I'll leave that up to you guys to make your decision on that and do further research. I don't think the science is there to prove that this is worth the splurge, and it is. I don't believe it's a must in an acne skincare routine. Now, moving on to sensitive skin. Lots of cut studies have showed it to be calming, soothing. We've talked about it already being anti-inflammatory according to some studies. Now, when it comes to the soothing properties, yes, it's an oil, it's an essential oil in effect. It is going to have a soothing and calming property. The antioxidants, again, are going to help fight some of those free radicals that's causing some of that sensitivity. So from that perspective, yes. Is it any better than any other antioxidant? No. Is it any better than some of the other products which are already on the market to deal with sensitivity? No. Would you be better using something like azelaic acid? Would you be better using something as some really some of the La Roche-Posay products that have real scientific basis for their claims? Absolutely. Again, I don't think the science is there to show the increased benefit from adding a CBD oil into your sensitive skincare routine. It's going to justify the price point that you're going to have to pay for a really good one. Again, if you want to include this in your sensitive skincare routine, make sure you're looking for that cannabidiol on the ingredients list and it's high up on the product. Now, finally, people say it acts as a fantastic antioxidant. Now, this is where I do think there's science which makes it a good option. So, it comes from a plant. Plants are packed full of antioxidants, particularly green plants and the cellulose in there, packed full of antioxidants. You see that in most skincare. CBD, cannabidiols are fantastic antioxidants, and there is a significant amount of robust scientific evidence to prove that. So I'm absolutely on board with that. Do I think it's the world's best antioxidant? No. Do I think there's cheaper antioxidants there? Absolutely. I've done a whole video, I will link it there, on antioxidants. There's loads to choose from. But if you're intrigued by CBD oil, you're intrigued about trying it, you want to try it, you want to include it in your skincare routine as an antioxidant to work alongside your SPF to really protect the skin from the damaging rays of the sun and environmental pollutants and free radicals, I do think it's a really good option. They tend to be more expensive, so I just bear that in mind because you don't want to be overpaying for your antioxidant. I don't think it's a product that you have to spend more than $10 on, and you certainly will be if you're buying a good quality CBD oil. So again, you want to look for the cannabidiols, you want to get a purest form that you can get, you want to make sure that it's from a trusted supplier and from a brand that you really believe in and know that you're going to be getting a robust and a strong and well formulated CBD oil. Like I say, it's never pure oil, it's a hemp extracted powder from the hemp plant added to another oil, usually olive oil, but it can be any other. So again, check that. Make sure that it's been added, it's been cut and mixed with a oil which works well with your skin. Olive oil would be a great example. There are some less ones. You don't want it mixed with something like coconut oil. That would be an absolute nightmare. And make sure it's mixed with the correct oil for your skin type. And yes, you can use this as an antioxidant. I personally would stay away with it as someone who has greasy, oily, acneic skin. I think it's just going to weigh my skin down and I don't want an oil. I prefer my antioxidant to be in a lighter formulation, into a serum formulation. You don't get that really with CBD oil. So that's something to bear in mind. Do I think overall, the pros, fantastic, it's a fantastic antioxidant. Absolutely. There are some fantastic formulations out there with robust strength, with quality products produced by quality companies, so you can get that out there. And it's innovative, it's something different, it's new to the market. People are always bored with their existing skincare, they want something different. So CBD oil does have a part to play in that. The cons, it's really expensive. I mean, would I pay an extra £30, $40 for a moisturiser because it's got, cannabis oil in it, CBD oil? No. Would I pay it for a cleanser? No. Not worth the extra money. I don't think you get the additionality benefit to justify the extra money. Guys, sound off if you disagree with me. I think there's a lot of con products out there. There's a lot of products that claim to be CBD, but actually it's not. You need to look for Canabidiol. It needs to be high up on the ingredients list, and that is an absolute must before you take out your credit card and pay for any product, because there's a lot of fakes out there. There's a lot of people making promises. It's new. When new things come out, everybody jumps on the bandwagon and make a load of promises and they try to sell their product. Do not buy into it. Make sure you check the labels properly. I also think it's a bit gimmicky. I just think there's better whatever you're using it for, there's better products. I might be wrong. Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, guys, I hope you found this video useful. Leave me a comment below. Have you tried it? Do you swear by it? Am I totally wrong? Am I right? Let me know what your thoughts on CBD oil are. Hopefully give this video a thumbs up. Follow us on Instagram @SkinMad, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.